G'day, Dean from Trek Camp Fish here, and we're in the shed today doing what all boaters should do, doing the annual service on their outboard motor. In our case, we're a little bit past the 12 months, but well under 100 hours, so a bit of a trade-off. Not a difficult job to do. This is not the big service, 300, so just oil and filters, and that'll do us. Stick around, we'll see if we can't get through this together without too much fuss. If you're ever not sure what's required of your service, underneath your cowling, Mercury put this, which shows all the things you should do for your regular service intervals, including your 300. First thing we're going to do is remove the prop. A handy thing to have as a prop spanner, makes this job a bit unusual for these to be a bit tight. Just gently pry that off. It's a bit not real good under there, so that's going to need a bit of a clean up. So once we've got that spacer off, we give it a good clean in around the shaft, make sure there's no debris or fishing line in particular. And now we're going to take out the oil drain plug, which is located down there as well, and then release the filler. Again, make sure you get the washer out as well. And now our gearbox owners, oil is draining, looks pretty good. Nice and clean, shiny, that's good. So one of the things I do like to do when I'm doing the service is record the information appropriate for the engine at the time of the service. So in this case, here's the oil filter. And as you can see, it had done 81.6 hours. This engine unfortunately had not been serviced in accordance with the manufacturer's specifications when I purchased it, hence that's why I'm doing the services on my own. But now I try and keep it 12 months or 100 hours. So yeah, just something that's a good thing. Also recorded on the fuel separator. There's obviously that one I see more regularly and just reminds me when I just did the last service. So while that gearbox oil is draining out nicely, we're going to start removing the engine oil. And to do this, handy to have a bit of 12.5mm clear tube, and it connects to the engine oil drain point. Now I'm going to run that into there, but I also find it's handy to have just another container from previous service around, and I can have it running into that. So while that's draining down there, we'll take our strap wrench, place it on the filter up here, and undo that. always have a bit of rag available. There is a little catch tray under there to grab any. There you go. And that's our old oil filter done. So as I said, I like to record when we've done things. So today is the 2nd of January. Got 151.8 engine hours on the engine now. 151.8 hours, 2nd of January 25. So when I look at it next, I know exactly how many engine hours between services in this case. So we've done approximately 70 engine hours since the last service. Tiny bit of engine oil around the seal. Another thing to do, of course, while you're doing all this is to grease your engine points. So the engine oil stopped running now, so we can go back to re-tightening up these. 5/8, I forgot to mention, it's the right size for this one. And just bringing up. So our Mercury 90 takes a whole 5.28 quarts, which we don't do quarts, we do litres of course, which you Google that, will tell you just on 4.997 litres, so a bit over or around 2.5 of the 1 gallon containers. Good idea to keep these for the next time you do a service, if you haven't got an oil drain, to catch the old engine oil in and take to your local tip or recycling place and start refilling the gearbox. And what I like to do, make sure the engine is nice and level. So that we get a good fill. And also, good idea is to put your new washers on the various nuts before you start, because of course once you get it full you want everything buttoned up quick smart. So the 90 Mercury gear case holds 27.1 fluid ounces, good old America, which converts to just over 800 mil. So most of your containers here, they're 946 mil, so you'll lose slightly less than a full unit. So the bubbles have stopped flowing, so I'm pretty happy with that now. Reinstall this one with the new gasket. And then we can remove the bottom one, and we're done in that. Done. So make sure you get yourself one of these. Makes the gear lube filling process achievable. Second to last job is to remove the old fuel water separator. That's pretty. And here is why you have water and separator, etc. in your fuel system. And it reminds me now that the inline filter I didn't get for the service, so that'll be going on the list. But that is putrid. And the scary part with this has got a replacement tank in it. So anyway, we'll clean that all up and we'll get a new fuel filter in there and we'll button it all back up together. Whether you can see that, but that is putrid. Yuck. So there we go. Fuel filter back in with a clean fuel bowl now. Just a matter of popping the prop back on, which we've done. Grease the shaft, cowling back on. I will order an inline filter and that will be the service well and truly completed. Hope you got something out of that. And yeah, I'm not a mechanic, but I think that was pretty straightforward.